How's it going? Trey Clark. All right, we got Holly here. We want to give you a good kind of idea. We've been doing a little spring cleaning out here, so she's used to have gone out a little more than usual, which means you're going to see her at a little more hyperactive, so which is good. That's what I guess I want you to kind of see her at her, I don't want to say her worst, but at her most intense. So you're going to see it real time. We're going to go pick her up. I'm going to let her run around here. She's going to go nuts for a minute and calm her down, get on a leash, and then get her under control. And we're going to do it real time. Hey, Holly, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes, you are a good girl. All right, so she's going to be nuts. Come here, girl. All right, so she's going to run around. Look at you. Yes, you are. So I'm going to kind of get her into just leash mode. She's done her business. I use a British slip lead. So right now she's going to be like this. It's going to happen every time she walks out the door. No way around it. But this is kind of leash training with her, and she does pretty well with it. So instead of playing all this game here, we do a little roundabout of sit. And she's not obeying the verbal command. We're going to do about 2 or 3 minutes of this. And I'm not going to make you watch the whole thing. But basically we just kind of do little figure eights here. I go to the side so she doesn't pull against me. Just going to move around a little bit. Come on, come on, come on. And then as soon as she starts to tire out, do this. This is the routine we do constantly. I can get a little more into it, but this is what it looks like pretty much when it's time for her to go out. And if you do this regularly, she's kind of more on like a schedule of a shift schedule. So it's different when they're in your home. You can just do this whenever you want, and it's not so kind of orchestrated. Just when it occurs to you, just put a leash on and do this. And this gives her a mental stimulation. She needs something to do. She's a very active dog that is interested in everything. And so now we've got her into this mode right here. And this is something that I would go so far as to say would have been impossible on day 2 or 3 here. And she's just now getting out of her surgery stuff. And if you just kind of do this, just 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes mid-morning, you can do it inside or whatever. And she responds to it, and it keeps her in this kind of zen place. And then she just is able to pay attention more. And that's kind of the key to her. The leash is everything. You have total control over her. Let her kind of run around for a minute or two. Or if you don't have a fenced-in backyard, have her on the leash ahead of time. You can get a 25-foot leash. It doesn't matter as long as you have control of her. And then get her into this mode. And then you can pretty much have whatever perfect dog you want. There's absolutely nothing that could happen right now that I can't. We can go to a restaurant right now and she's going to be in this mode that easily. Good girl. So that's kind of the key to her. She's a great dog. She's high energy and she's interested in stuff. The leash is your friend, and I can help you, and I will be on the other end of it the whole time. So, cheers. Okay, so this is a British slip lead. Okay, this is what keeps me in business. Okay, it has no moving parts. It doesn't clip. It doesn't have snaps or fasteners or anything. It's basically just a lasso with a cinch. That's all there is. Okay, so tuck it in right here behind the ears. There's a little knot on the back of the dog's head and right behind the ears, and you want it up as high as you can, and that gives you a strong dog like this. It gives a weak pinky like mine. This is a guitar thing. It's not important. So just right up in there, you'll understand. So now this dog, if it pulls, I can basically guide this dog around with my pinky. And even if it's sliding around, so you notice it's sliding. And I'm barely moving. Now she's a puller, as you saw in the beginning of the video. So now, notice how easy that is. Here. Notice it's slipping through my hands. I can just barely, okay, and she'll follow you around with it. Now, it's kind of like holding hands with a child. If there's trouble right there, I might have to grip it a little more. Just like if you're walking across the street and there's a bus and there's a balloon going across the street, you're going to grip a little harder. But for normal purposes, that's all it takes. It's more like just guiding someone to sit in a chair at a restaurant. Just, here's your chair. As you can see, she's very vicious. She is a bit of a rascal, but it's really more because she needs this. And whenever I give her a heavy dose of this, she's just a great dog. And she really is anyway. Now notice again, I'm going to go sideways, barely. Don't think for 1 second this isn't a super strong dog. So that's all it is. And when you do it, you just kind of walk into them, suggesting that you're pulling up. You're not forcing them into lifting them up and crashing them down. So, and she already has it. So if you do it, if I can get you to do it like I do, she's going to get it right away. So I want to thank you for tuning in to Holly and Trey's Monday morning news update extravaganza. So as we go through the doors, it's really important that she obeys the manners of thresholds. Because she is excited. She's excited about everything, which is what makes her a great dog. But it's up to us to kind of manage it. There's a lot of excitement going on here. She knows there's other dogs. So as we walk through, we don't want her bolting through and doing all this. So open this. She's going to want to go through. And so I'm going to catch her ahead of time. Shh. No. Come on. And we're just going to keep it calm. And so once this opens, we're going to not go into hyper mode. And now, go, go, go. And she gets her bed ring. And that's that. She's a good girl. And she's going to be great. As long as you like a dog that wants to interact with you constantly, this can keep the... As soon as you put the leash on, she'll go into that mode. And she's about as cuddly and loving as you can get. So I would take this dog in a heartbeat if I didn't have 37 other ones.